Oh, that's it there? Here in the Washington, D.C. metro area, also known as the DMV, which is where I'm originally from. Another plane taking off. This is what it is. Reagan National Airport. One of the more unique things about Washington, D.C. is that we have 3 major airports where you can be connected internationally wherever your destination may be. And with the train and subway systems, it makes it really easy to get connected to those airports. And today, that's what we're going to show you. Okay, so we're starting off here at Eisenhower Metro Station. And what we're going to do today is we're going to try to show how simple, easy, convenient it is to catch the metro, to take a trip wherever you're trying to go. Right now we're going to start off and go to Reagan. It's the closest one. From here, we'll get on the metro, show you a little bit about how to get on the metro and all of that process. Kind of easy. Washington, D.C. might be one of the most connected cities in the United States as far as getting in and out of the country from here. Let's go. There's a couple ways you can do it. If you want to do the old school way, you can actually go to the machines and get the cards. Or if you want to do the thing they just implemented 2 weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, it's the Apple Pay, and that's what we're doing right here. So let's go. The metro, you look at these, and wherever this is pointing, that's going. All these sections here, all these stations here is where you're actually going to be going. Obviously, you got the ones with the different dot colors. They're places where you can connect to a different line. And obviously, that's for the blue line. And then you got a big one that you can have a lot of connections with here. And we'll end up going here later. But right now, we're going to Ronald Reagan.
Center of the car.
You see they got these things right here, these maps right here, where you can see what's going on. You know, this is kind of a new style. Other times they just have a map, or they might have this right here. Kind of whatever you prefer to look at. Yeah, I like the simple one there. These newer trains that we're on right now are always pretty well maintained, well managed. In my experience, the DC Metro, for the most part, is pretty well maintained, pretty clean. All of that. When you look at the history of the metro here in Washington, D.C., it was completed in the early 70s, before 1975. I'm not exactly sure in the year, but it's been around since then, and it's just been evolving at a decent pace. The newest line is the Silver Line, and just 2 years ago, they extended it to reach out to Dulles Airport, which is the main hub if you want to take international flights to the most amount of places. You can still get connecting international flights from Reagan, Colombia, Bogota. They got flights that will connect you from Reagan, Miami with a layover into Bogota, Colombia.
I'm the Uber.
The best Uber possible.
The best Uber in Bogota.
That's right.
You can pay me with breakfast.
There's a few direct ones, I think, to Canada as well from Reagan. But Reagan is called Reagan National Airport. So it's normally just it's in the United States, the continental United States, that you're getting most of your flights there. But it is the most convenient to get to. Wherever you are in the DC Metro, you get to the silver or the yellow or blue line. Actually, we're on the yellow, so I'm gonna say you take the yellow line, gold line, and it will take you right there. It's also, get off the train, you go down, and you're right in there. So if you want a quick access airport, Reagan is the one. It feels pretty cool flying into Reagan because you also get to see a lot of the monuments, the Potomac River and all that as you fly into Washington, D.C. Taking off, you might catch it as well, depending on what the pilot wants to do, weather and all of that. But yeah, Reagan is unique in that way. So you get on these metros, man, you got to make sure you know, for seasoned metro riders, you know how to move around on the train and know where the poles are to grab. But if not, and if you're new to it, it is a little bit of a wobble depending on where you are in the line. Here in this section, it's not too bad, it's not too fast, but other parts you're actually making it a lot harder maneuvers. So let's swing around this way. Maybe you can see more of what's going on out here. So we're getting off here at Reagan. This is gonna be our stop. And like I said, it's probably the most convenient out of all the airports. Get right off the train and jump right into the airport. You can see the arrival terminal there. So we'll get off here, walk into the airport to give you a full experience of what this will be like. They from France. They going to do their own Explorer today. So at this point, we're going to say à tout à l'heure. Cool. So this way we walk in, we're already in the airport as soon as we come out of the metro station. So that's kind of cool. You can see everything going on there. You got lines. You can get to some of your flights and everything pretty easily. Didn't even take us 1 minute to get out of the metro and get here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Reagan. We'll go up top, show you that, and then head back to the next one. And this is a lot of times where you can go and check in. So it's not much to this airport at all. It's all pretty much like a shotgun way, either downstairs, up here. A lot of times you'll come and you'll check into the counters there, scan your luggage there, and then you'll head down to the gates. Here you do have a good view of all the airplanes out there. This is a hub for American Airlines. You got an American airline flight and you're flying to another state in the United States. Good possibility you're flying out of here. Yeah, so this is Reagan International. Like I said, most of what you want to do, you come in, you come up to this level, straight down here, most of your check-in gates are going to be there. This is a hub for American Airlines. So if you have an American Airlines flight and you're leaving Washington, D.C. and going anywhere else in the United States, it's a good possibility you're leaving from here. But yeah, pretty simple airport, very easy to get around. It's never, in my experience, it's never been crowded here. The only issue I have at this airport is when you get your luggage, it always takes a while when you're waiting on luggage and baggage claim. I don't know why. Maybe they can work on that, but other than that, very convenient, very usable, friendly airport, Reagan International. So we'll take you outside just to show you. All right, so yeah, if you're coming here, if you're getting dropped off with Uber or family members, you would come here. You see, they drop you off right here. You have all the different stations. A lot of American. I don't see nothing else but American up here. But you also have the train right there. You see the metro station right there. Convenient. But they got a nice little chill area.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Right here. And it's I guess these trees are supposed to be giving you some shade. They don't look like much shade going on. The sun can be intense out here during the summertime. Yeah, who knows? You might be able to get a little bit of fresh air before your flight or after your flight, depending on what it is, and just relax a little bit. Never see people out here. We're here, we did Reagan, man. We're gonna show you the next airport. So we're gonna do the thing, we're leaving the airport. It's that's what I really like about this airport, man. It's just easy to get around, get in, out of. If you're taking a quick weekend trip, easy. Just drag your bags right here, get on the metro, bam. Park at one of the metro stations, you out. I like that convenience. A couple of our airports you can structure like that. I've done it from here before. I've done it from BWI, which is another airport we're gonna cover, maybe not today, tomorrow. Now we're gonna show you how we can do it from Dulles Airport. From where I'm staying most of the time is like the furthest airport, and it was the most disconnected, and it costs the most to get to, because if you wanted to catch an Uber there, it would cost you over $100. But we're gonna show you how to do it for maybe $8. We came in on the yellow line right there at Reagan, but we're gonna catch the blue line, catch that over this way, connect at Roslyn. From Roslyn, head over to Dulles. These signs right here let you know what's going on with the trains. And this is where we're making our transfer to the Silver Line. Okay, so this is Rosslyn. There's a lot going on. There's different platforms here. Get off here and then get downstairs and get another line. So this side of the platform is going to be working. All right, so yeah, we're down here now. Going to try to catch this train. I think this is the blue lane. This is our train arriving right now. So now we're on our way to Dulles. No, this is not our train. This is the Franconia. We need the one that goes to Vienna. That's one thing. Even though it is the blue line, if you take a look up there, at signs there, no, we need the Silver Line. This is the blue line. That's ours coming in 10 minutes.
International Airport. Passengers, please be mindful of all your belongings. Recuerda todo tu cosas, todo tu cosas.
All right, so we're getting off here. We're at Dulles. This is where you come. This is where you're gonna do most of your long haul travel. If you're traveling to Europe, Asia, even Africa, there's direct flights from here. So you just saw we got off on the Silver Line, and we'll head down, show you what the airport's like. This is it. We caught these, they got these elevators here. Pretty simple. You get off the train, and then we head this direction. All right, so we're here now. We're outside of the metro. We already paid. Let's walk on over to the airport. We're doing this to show you, to give you a good idea of how to catch your flight here, right? Catching the metro to the airport. The unique part about it is every time I come to the airport, I seem to always be in a rush. This is the first time I come to the airport and not have to catch a flight. You just start noticing things, you know, some of the architecture and the design of the place. You kind of notice it when you're traveling too, but most of the time, at least for me personally, I'm always in a rush. Even if I'm early, I just want to get in, go through everything and handle stuff and then sit down. I would say the first video where I started noticing airport architecture and things like that really was 2 months ago in Lima when I did that video, because it was the first day of them opening a new airport. Doing this video here, you start noticing the benefits of the metro system we have here, how easy it is to use, and then start thinking about maybe even how to optimize it and make it even easier. And then you just notice all the other little things they do. Some of this stuff here, advertising the space program. Here in the DC, we have a lot of that program here. You know, we have the museums and all that you can go check out. But this airport, JFK, John F. Kennedy was here for the inauguration of this. The building, I think, symbolizes the inspiration of the United States. President John F. Kennedy, November 17th, 1962. It's a nice image of Dulles at night. We're gonna walk to the terminals. We're gonna show you inside the airport and what it all really looks like. Let's go. Going up to the top here, Dulles, it can be one of the busiest airports. You're definitely gonna save a lot of money by catching a train to this airport. Like I said, this one will be like a $100 Uber ride. The train is pretty clean, as you saw. A lot of people on this side of the metro are more professional people. I can't say that for all of the metro in DC. And at normal hours, more than likely you're not gonna have a problem anywhere in the metro. Security is pretty good. It's relatively clean. It's not like other major cities where they have a lot of issues in their subways. But yeah, our metro is well maintained. So the fact that you could come here, come to these airports through the metro now, all three of them for the most part, but definitely these main two. This is the main one. So the fact that you can come all the way out here, catch international long haul flights through the metro. It took way too long, but in 2022, they opened this thing up and now we're here. So we're gonna go up to where you would catch your flights, where you would check in and all that, and then we'll come back down and show you where the vehicle drop off will be. So we're on the arrival. Like if you come and you arrive, This area behind me is where you'll be. Baggage claim and all that is down here. But we're gonna go up for check-ins for the terminals. This is the Dulles sign. We'll go over here for ticketing. You got all the boards right here. There's boards here. And so ticketing is on this side, and also take a look over, you have ticketing on both sides. So you have it on this side, see those people there? So sometimes you'll have ticketing on these sides as well. Down this way and down that direction. We'll walk back down and we'll show you where you would come in if you're doing vehicle drop-off. So if we're walking out and you're coming in and you got a vehicle drop-off, Uber, ride, whatever, you'll be out here. And as you can see, it's a busy travel day. Yeah, so it's a lot of cars out here. Your drop-off is gonna have to be quick, although I don't see any police out here enforcing any of that. But in general, you know, you wanna clear this stuff up and keep it moving. What should we do? We got the police and security enforcing. There we go, they're on that side. That's another reason why you should probably take the Metro. We did Dulles, we did Reagan. So we got 2 airports out of the way in one day. 2 international, semi-international with Reagan airports in one day off the Metro. And it took us, the whole trip to both airports was less than 2 hours. I think that's pretty good. Tomorrow, we're gonna show you BWI. It's a little bit more complicated, but it can be done in one day. All right, so we're here at the Seabrook commuter train station. That's what they call it. It's not part of the Metro. It's a different train system. It's not as convenient as the DC Metro because you actually have to drive here. You can see this parking lot that we pulled into here, and this is in the Seabrook area. So then they got these waiting areas here. It's not bad, but if it starts raining, this is the type of situation you're gonna have to deal with. So they do have a few places to wait in right here. You can take a look at this. This is what you need to look at. Track 3, going to Baltimore that way, going to DC that way. There's no more information inside of these things. They got the 2 down here. I don't even know if we're on the right track, but they do have an information board there that's going to show some of the info of when the next train is coming and everything like that. So you have that available, but the other thing is I don't know when or where to actually pay. We're gonna figure out how we can get to BWI from here using the commuter train. All right, so we just got some help. We're looking at this. This is confusing, right? Washington, DC, Baltimore, okay. But this is actually telling you to take these stairs if you wanna go to Baltimore and then go down. Take the stairs, go down, come up over there.
This is track 3. This is track 1.
Okay.
So track 1 is over here, this is track 3.
Okay, track 3, track 1. We going to track 1. All right, appreciate it, bro. It does look a little sketchy, right? It's not like the other Metro systems at all. We still got an hour to wait. That is one thing also about this train system is it's not gonna be as frequent. So it does pay dividends to know exactly when the train is coming, when it's going. We also talked with the gentleman there and he explained, we asked him where could we purchase the ticket because there's no stand out here. There's no ticket stand or anything like that. I think we can buy the ticket on the train. That's what we're gonna go for. We'll get on and try to purchase the ticket there. I think there might be an app where you can use. Check this out right here. I'm gonna focus on that. That is a bug that is called the spotted Asian something, and we're supposed to kill it. So go ahead, cameraman, go ahead and step on it. We did our part, you know? We'll go up here, guess we gotta wait about an hour now for this train. So we'll set up on this side, and then I don't know if we wanna wait here. We might just go back and wait in the car. We got the Tesla, it's got YouTube in the car and everything, it's got AC. Although right now the temperature's not bad, it's getting nice, which also probably means it's gonna rain because it was hot earlier and now it's cooling off. That normally means we got a storm coming in. The weather here on the East Coast in the DC area, it's always tricky. And it's aggressive when it changes. All right, all right. It is mayhem. You ready to run? Let's go. So if you're not used to thunderstorms, out here you get them heavy. All right, we're on track 1. Okay, so that's the situation there for the tickets. The tickets are purchased on board the train from the conductor. Please note, cash is the only form of payment on the train. There's an ATM across the street. You can also purchase tickets on the mobile app using MDOT MTAs. Okay, that's what we got to do. The weekly schedule, and then also system map. So we're here in front of the track that's going to take us. We're using a pin line. You look at it on the map here, it has the different lines. It shows you what's up. You actually need to pay on the train. You can pay in cash or through the app. Today, we're going to go for cash. If you come here, you don't have cash. They also mentioned there that there's a 7-Eleven and a gas station across the street. They have ATMs in there. You can go there and purchase. But other than that, we should be getting the train here in the next few minutes, less than 5 minutes. So we'll get up on this track right here and get ready for that. So as we wait for the train here, I'm looking on the map. It should be less than a 30-minute ride from here to BWI where we get off. We'll have to take another bus as well. Not too bad once you figure out the schedule. Now, if you come here like we did and you miss the previous train, and you'll be waiting here an hour. Yeah. It's an Amtrak right there. Things moving. I think that's one of the faster lines. There is one that's faster, like Celeron. I think it comes through here at a high speed, I think around 90 miles per hour. Diesel operated. I know you can catch it from DC all the way up to the Boston area. As of right now, we don't have a high-speed rail. If we ever get a high-speed rail in the United States, we need it on the East Coast. We need it from DC to New York minimum. Going from DC, New York, or maybe DC, Philly, and then to New York will be great. And then beyond that, and then further south, I mean, we already know. Maybe Norfolk, Virginia Beach, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia maybe, and then you in Florida. That line right there will kill it. Will kill the game. You got it. The prices got to be good, and it can't be a lot of stops. You got to be able to advertise from DC to Florida in 5 hours flat. From DC to Disneyland. What do we got down there in Florida? Is it Disneyland or Disney World? From DC to Disney World in 4 hours. No airport shenanigans needed. Even though today we're going to the airport, and our train is arriving now. Should take 30 minutes. It's about a 40-mile distance. So that's it there. It looks like it's pretty packed. I see people in every seat.
Push the circle.
Gotcha.
You have cash?
Yes, cash. Let's go down here. See if we can find 2 seats. We're already moving.
But only for next.
Bowie State University is next. Not all doors will open at Bowie State. You must exit at the rear of the train, last 2 cars. You must see a uniform crew member to exit at Bowie State University. Bowie State University is next. Exit at the rear of the train.
So should I just pay you now, or? Cool. All right. Let's, we're gonna have to, is there more seating?
Straight that way.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna continue. We're gonna try to continue going to the other train, other car. Oh yeah, seems to be a lot more seating on this other car. Plenty of seats here. Show that. Show that. Come on, don't be scared, cameraman. Cameraman's scared. Well, how are you? Good. There's plenty of room. Don't just settle for the first place that you see on the train. Seems to be pretty civilized on the train. A lot of people, like working commuters. I would call this a bit of economic arbitrage right here in the DMV Baltimore area, where you can work in DC, make your bread, and maybe, you know, live out in Baltimore, where closer to Baltimore might be a bit cheaper, or just away from that whole environment. People take this train even further beyond BWI, where we're going. It's not mainly for people going to the airport, but it's a nice tool to use. It cost us, she said, $14, so $7 a piece at this hour to ride the train. We'll end up paying $7 coming back as well, so 14 round trip. Not a bad way to get to the airport.
BWI Airport Rail Station, now riding. All doors will open. Watch
Okay.
your step. Thanks for riding, Mark.
This is the BWI station now we're getting off at. I'm gonna have to catch a free shuttle to the airport. All right, so from here, head there. There's a bus right there already. Maybe this one's leaving already, but it says it, free shuttle. This is the station right there. Just another look at. This is the train stop. It was a less than 30-minute transit, and then right here. So train's taking off, going on, continuing on, and our stop is right here is for the bus. And there's plenty of signs here, say that. If you wanted to come here and park, you would pay. Right in there, there's these little machines you can show. Let's see. And then right behind us right here, right behind the cameraman, shows the time of the bus arriving. And we'll come over here and wait for the bus. Your arm's getting weak? You act like your arm's getting weak, man. BWI, we're almost there. Last little leg of it, and we'll show you the airport. Okay, so this is the bus. Let's just go on the front right now since it's easy. Let's go. And this is it. It's a big Southwest hub here. So we good here? Watch your step. Yeah, we'll head in over here. So this is the bus drop off right here. And from here, it's pretty simple. Just go ahead and enter the airport here. It's not a very complicated setup, similar to most airports around the world, but doesn't even seem, oh, you good. Doesn't even seem to be that busy today, to tell you the truth, but it's convenient. If you need to catch a train, this is how you do it to BWI. Commuter train, MARTA, bus. Bus only took, I would say, less than 10 minutes. And then right here. So let's go inside. We'll walk in and show you how that is. Like I was mentioning before, this is a Southwest hub. So if your flight is Southwest, you're probably gonna fly out of BWI. You can take a look at the airport here. That way, they got an information desk right there. And yeah, a lot of Southwest check-ins are here. I don't know how, we don't need to show you the whole airport to give you the gist of what you're gonna do here, but we do wanna get in front of that sign right there, just to, you know. Also, if you're looking for your flight information, they have the board there. Let's go take a look at these right here. And just remember, if you're trying to be a cool guy and you got polarizing sunglasses on, these screens are gonna look black. So you gotta take them off. And you can see what's going on there. All the stuff is there, and then this is it. Yeah, this is BWI. So we'll walk down a little bit more, show a little bit more of the airport. I like for my cameraman to show some of the outside as well, but he need to figure out what side of me, the subject, he need to be on to make it work, you know? I'm trying to train him up, I'm trying to get him ready for the big leagues. You never know, man. You start to build these skills up, you never know where you might go. But yeah, this is pretty much BWI. We'll walk down here a little bit. Like I said, it is an international hub. You can fly to Europe from here. They are a hub for Southwest. If you are military and you're retired military, or you're even on active duty and you're catching the Patriot Express, that is going to be from this airport. The East Coast Patriot Express is from BWI, and it's all the way at the end. So if you come in, wherever you come in, just know you got to go all the way to the end. So this is they call it, it's also BWI, but the proper name of it is Thurgood Marshall BWI. So yeah, this is a section dedicated to the life of Thurgood Marshall. You can see there, and let's just go in, take a little bit of video. If you don't know, Thurgood Marshall was the first Black Supreme Court justice. That's the observation deck there. We'll go check this out right now. Heading up to the observation deck. Oh, that's tight. That's a tight little rocket right there. Look at the Maryland flag. You know what I mean? Keep talking that smack, Kim Jong-un. Maryland got them rockets. No, but I think what it is, a lot of the technology from NASA is done, or was done, maybe still to this day, I don't know. It's done in this area, rocket technology, jet propulsion, a lot of that. So she's pretty interested. I've never been up here. Sometimes you got to do these videos about your own hometown before you figure out what's really going on. Also too, we got landing gear right here. Airplane landing gear, and these wheels are big, boy. You don't want to get hit by one of these, bro. It's a wrap. So yeah, it's kind of cool. A soft landing requires a lot of skill on the part of the pilot. In addition to approaching the runway at correct angle speed, pilot has to react to wind, runway conditions. After touchdown, the pilot applies wheel brakes and usually reverse engine thrust to slow down. Seconds before touchdown, an aircraft is just a few feet above ground. Pilots level out or flare by raising the aircraft nose, which slows the plane speed and rate of descent. Pilot in the cockpit of a 747 are seated more than 30 feet above the landing gear and tires at this critical judgment point. So yeah, they definitely have to have some skill and some comprehension of that distance. I always wonder about that. You know, I'm always the premium pilot when we play in these video games. Cameraman, no, I'm the number one. Ain't that right, cameraman? Yeah, so one good thing too is from here you can see the whole. Yeah, it's a pretty good observation area to see all of the planes and the airport at work. It's kind of cool. So yeah, this is, you can see the seats and everything up there. Yeah, it's just a nice mock-up of the whole thing. The tail rotor here. This thing is not a small tail rotor. So it's nice to be able to come up here. If you got kids and all that, you know, you can let them run around on small kids. You can let them run around here. And then also too, these rocking chairs kind of remind me of the airport in Charlotte, North Carolina. They have a setup too where you can get in the rocking chairs. I'm getting the rocking chair age now, pretty soon. So yeah, we're getting, it's a nice place you can come, relax at the BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport. Oh, also check this out. We got an interesting thing for the kids. So it's like a game you play. And play game. Let's see. Let's do it real quick. Okay. Oh, damn. We gotta tell the airplane to land. Like that. So it's an airplane coming in. This is gonna take a while. There's another one coming in there. Let's put him. Hold up. Say you. Okay. Slower. Slow down, buddy. Okay. Then we'll tell this one to speed up. I can't even click on it. Oh Lord. Faster. Go faster. Yeah. Oh Lord. Okay. Landing room. Oh Lord, we about to have a collision. Oh, damn, exactly. Damn, that's crazy. Yo, I'm sorry. I was trying to figure it out on the fly. No pun intended. All right, so this is, you know, you're talking a little bit about controlling aircraft here, air traffic control. It talks about how the actual infrastructure of how a lot of this stuff works, which is kind of interesting. As a frequent traveler, these are things I kind of knew about. I didn't know the exact limitations of each controller, but it's good to know. Okay, so that was it for the BWI Observation Center. Informative. You can kill some time It's pretty relaxing, at least right now. It's not many people up here at all. If you come here, I would say it's a good place. Cameraman talking about pizza is amazing. So we're gonna see if we can get some pizza off of his recommendation. Come on, man. Bro, for real. Look at the pepperoni. That joint looks like it's about to call salmon. Okay, so on the way back, when you catch the bus going back towards the train station, you can see the signs here. You got to go down, and I believe it's door 1 that you need to go to. So that's where we're going now. Oh, and they got a Starbucks down here too. I could have did that instead of getting that horrible pizza we had. I'm gonna be paying for that one for a little while. I feel it. Door 1. That's door 2. Door 1 is over here somewhere, I think. Yep, door says 1. It's another bus. It's a lot of buses out here. That one's saying to the rent-a-car facility. This one's saying to long-term parking. Here's a sign, track shuttle that way somewhere. So gotta figure it out, because we're trying to catch this train because these trains don't come that often, and we don't want to be stuck at the train station and waiting there forever. I'd rather wait here if we gotta wait somewhere. Let's ask her right quick. Excuse me, where do I catch the bus back to the train station? Okay, but it's gonna be right here? Okay, cool, thank you. You're gonna be here, this is the spot. While you're here, there'll be a lot of other buses coming up, going to long-term parking, all of that. So the one for the train, when you're leaving the airport, going to the train, it will say Amtrak mark up there. The lady right here, the young lady mentioned that to me. Also, one of the drivers mentioned that to me. Just wait for the bus that has your thing on its sign. He said we gotta wait over here. Let's go over here. All right. Hopefully we can get this train. We got about 5 minutes now. I don't think we're gonna make it. If we miss it, we're gonna have to wait about an hour. I don't know if the train is already left or not, but we're about to find out.
Welcome to the BW1 rail station.
Let's go.
Rail service.
Thank you. Yeah, so we got to see if we can get on here. That's the track to Baltimore. Hold on, which is on this side?
Amtrak reminds passengers to pause safety.
Get that angle up to the screen. We're gonna purchase these tickets here. Seabrook.
Train 93 en route to Northampton.
One way, 2, pay with card.
Richmond, Petersburg. Passengers should proceed to track.
Okay, we're gonna do a tap to pay. Okay, so that's it. We need one of these to get on the mark.
Road trip for train 93, business class will be the last on the train. Business class will be the last on the train.
Oh shit, we need to go. Where's the train at?
93. Business class will be the last on train number 93. Right now we're looking next to business class car will be located next to it.
Okay, so it's on that side. Track 3. Where's track 3? Track 3 on that side. So we're up here, and this is the platform you walk across to go to the train station. We're gonna head down to track 3 and try to catch this train. We'll take this back to Seabrook. I gotta make sure we got the right ticket. We're gonna get on, we're gonna try to talk to somebody real quick, but I know this one stops at Seabrook. We'll see what's up. Does this train stop at Seabrook?
I
don't know.
Yeah?
I'm going to Norfolk.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. 443, okay, this one, I don't see a 443 anywhere. So I feel like we can get on this one. Might have to take a chance. Oh, okay, we need 443. This says 443, so sometimes you get it confused. It's the same train a lot of times. I think this is 443. I'm gonna ask this dude back here. So this is more of a regular train status. Excuse me, you know what this is, 443? Is this the right, am I on the right one?
This is the MARC train. This is the Amtrak.
Oh, damn, okay, so I need to get off.
Oh, you gotta get over before that.
All right. You still recording? cameraman think it's funny that we missed the train. It's because of you. We missed the train. He the one that picked the train. He said this was the train.
I'm devastated right now.
Devastated. Cool. So we finally made it back to the area where we started. We had to catch a bus. We caught the wrong train. We didn't catch the MARC. We caught the Amtrak. Went to New Carrollton, and then from there caught a bus back here because there was the option of maybe catching an Uber. That jump was $20 to go 3 miles. I ain't feel like submitting to being marked up on. I ain't feel like doing all that. So what we did was we looked at Google Maps, looked at transit again, and found out there's a bus. The bus costs $250. Much better. So here we are, and we're back where we started. Just got a little bit of a walk, a 2-minute walk, and we're back at Seabrook. Now, I will say this. There's also the option of just going to New Carrollton, and we could have started that journey from there as well. It's definitely more built up, metro station and everything. It's just at the time I was in my feelings about the whole situation, so I didn't want to film. It wasn't nothing crazy, but it just wasn't as smooth as it should have been. But it's actually a better metro station. That's what's confusing about this whole thing is you can catch the MARC train from Seabrook or the Amtrak from New Carrollton. And the other thing about it is when you leave BWI, that's where it's really going to be confusing because there was a sign that said boarding 443, and they were saying on the thing that was the MARC train 443. So since they share the same line, I didn't know if it was like partly, even though the train said Amtrak, it just was not as clear as it could have been, and there was no Amtrak people on the platform when we got on. Even when we got on the trains, we didn't see no Amtrak people until we had to go through like 3 cars. And then by that time, the doors had closed. So yes, it's a little bit of a confusion, hassle, but we're back here, back at Seabrook, and that's it. That is how you get to the airports by train. We got, like I said, Washington, D.C. area has 3 major airports, and those 3. I think it's kind of unique in that way. And you can also use public transportation to get to all of them. BWI being the trickiest though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the one that's not the most convenient, but it's still possible. And if you're trying to save, you will save time or you will save money. You might not save a lot of time as much as the other ones, but you will save money. If you appreciate this useful information, make sure you like, subscribe, check out some other videos. We're going to a lot of places. And if you like this type of useful transit information, let me know. We might start doing this. This might be a thing we do.